Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we are going to be talking about the Up-N-Atomizer because this is the first day in which it has become available to purchase and buy in GTA Online. But it's also important if you've already owned the Up-N-Atomizer because there's some things you can do to this weapon as well, and that's what we'll be discussing in this video today. So up until today, the only way to obtain the Up-N-Atomizer was through two methods. Number one, if you completed one of these special business battles that went on for 10 days, from December 21st to New Year's Eve, December 31st. That ended yesterday, or you logged on Christmas Day, you would have received the Up-N-Atomizer for free. So up until today, those were the only two ways in which you could obtain this weapon. It was not available in the ammunition store, even if you went to the ammunition store with it equipped. Well, now it can be found in the ammunition store, and you can actually upgrade the gun if you already own it. However, if you don't own the Up-N-Atomizer, it is now available to purchase for $399,000. That's right, a $400,000 weapon. That is kind of crazy. So those are your three options right there. You either got it from the business battle, you got it on Christmas Day as a part of a free gift, or you can now buy it. And in case it wasn't obvious enough, if you got the Up-N-Atomizer from the Christmas gift or the business battle, it's still here. It is not going away, and it is not going to go away. This is something that you will permanently keep. So that is something that's nice right there. This isn't a limited time thing that Rockstar is doing. So let's talk about some of the upgrades now. So if you got the weapon for free, you're able to bring it to the ammunition store and still change it to whatever tent you want. And of course, if you bought the weapon, you're able to bring it to the ammunition store and change it to whatever tent you want as well. So the first tent that I have unlocked is the Festive Tent. Now, the only way to get the Festive Tent is if you got it on Christmas Day or if you got it through the business battle. So the first tent that I have is the Festive Tent, and I'm sure a lot of you guys might be wondering, how do you get the Festive Tent? Or in your case, if you purchased it today, you might be asking, how do I get the Festive Tent? Well, unfortunately, the only way to do that has already expired, and that would have been participating in that special event business battle that would allow you to get this special tent. This is not available by default, and it is kind of unfortunate because it is one of the better looking weapon tents for the Up-N-Atomizer in GTA Online. In fact, the Festive Tent is the only one that sort of highlights those little grooves and channels on the side and back of the gun, which is kind of cool. I wish Rockstar made more designs like it. So the Festive Tent, as you guys can see here, is green and red with the white rings, and it also has snowflakes on there, which looks really cool. And when you shoot the beam, it's obviously this really bright white color. So that is the Festive Tent right there. The second tent is blue, which is the default tent. So this is blue with yellow dishes, and this one looks pretty good in my opinion. The yellow is a little bit darker than the bright white of the Festive Tent, and obviously the blue is very simple, so not a whole lot of changes right there. That is the second one that you can do. The one after that is purple. So this is purple with orange dishes, and it is $4,987 if you want to purchase this at the ammunition store. So not only is this one of the most expensive weapons, but obviously all the tents are pretty pricey too. I really like this one. I think the orange beam looks super cool. So I'm a big fan of this design right here. Following that, we have the green tent. So the green tent, in my opinion, has one of the best sort of ring upgrades. So it's got this super bright blue one, which looks really good. So that's green right there. Green is also the same price as purple, at least for me. I have a 13% discount available, so I'm sure that your prices might be a little bit different. I don't necessarily love the color of the dark green, but I do love the blue dish that you actually fire out. That is kind of awesome. After that, we have orange, and this is orange with red dishes. It's $5,225, and just like the green with the blue dish, I don't necessarily love like the orange color, but I do love the red ring. That looks amazing. And when you're firing this thing, it looks super cool too. It's one of the brightest colors that Rockstar actually offered for this. So that's awesome right there. That is the orange tint. Following that, we have the pink tint at $7,125. The pink tint has like a, I want to say like banana cream colored ring. I really don't love this one because it's super similar to what you get on the blue tent and the festive tent. And also, is that even pink? It looks really close to the purple one. I can't really tell the difference right there. Maybe you guys can, but I'm not necessarily a big fan of the pink tent. After that, we have gold, which is available for $9,500. And gold is pretty obvious. It turns the entire gun gold. Now, the big difference between the rest of the ones we were looking at and the gold is this time it changes everything about the gun. Gold. It's one solid color. The handle, the trigger, the sight, the rings, sort of the outside of the gun itself, all of it becomes gold. Not just a certain portion like the barrel or the little rings or anything like that. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I really don't love this. The gold color doesn't look all that great. Maybe it was because it was becoming daytime when I started firing this, but the gold color just doesn't shine as much. It doesn't give me that like iconic ray gun sort of vibe. So I wasn't a big fan of the gold one. Maybe you guys will be. And our final one today is platinum tint for $11,875. And this one, just like gold, turns the entire gun platinum, and it sort of has these bright white rings. So again, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of this one. It's just a super shiny silvery tint, and the ring doesn't look all that amazing either. So if I had a couple of favorites, I'd honestly say it was the festive tent, the default blue one, and then the green and the orange are probably my favorites of the bunch. Now, in case you guys are interested, the description for the Up-N-Atomizer is the Republican Space Rangers Special, fresh from the Galactic War on Socialism, no ammo, no mag, just one brutal energy pulse after another. And you guys can kind of see the stats right there. It's about 1.5 bars of damage, about half a bar for your fire rate, 1.5 bars for accuracy, and about 1 full bar for range. So that is the Up-N-Atomizer, and I'm sure you guys are going to be wondering, is there a difference if you got the free version of the Up-N-Atomizer for Christmas Day or one of the event business battles, or if you bought the $400,000 version right now? And the answer to that is no. You both get access to the same customization in terms of changing the tint. There's no ammo to buy. There's no other upgrades for the weapon itself. That's it, just changing the color of the tint. The only thing you won't have if you either only logged on Christmas Day or bought it today is you will not have the festive tent. That's the only difference you're probably going to see. So I'd say the big change you're going to notice with the Up-N-Atomizer, at least after today, isn't anything specific about the gun, but obviously there's going to be a lot more of it in the actual lobbies that you go through. So if you're a fan of the Up-N-Atomizer and you don't think it's a big deal for other players to have it, then you're probably not going to really care about the fact that it's now available for everyone. However, if you think it is a griefing tool or it's annoying or people are abusing it, then there's going to be a huge influx of players that get it now. Because there's a lot of people I know that either didn't utilize the business battle thing, they didn't take advantage of that, they didn't log on Christmas, and they just pay the $400,000 for it and be done. And there's a lot of people that are probably going to do that today and going forward in the future. Honestly, I'm a really big fan of this weapon. I think it is a ton of fun just to mess around with, but it's also pretty useful as well. And I'll actually leave a video I did last week in the description when the Up-N-Atomizer first came out on some of the sort of hidden features that it has, like the ability to, unstuck cars or unstick vehicles from places where they might not normally have been able to get out of, or launch players in the air, or the fact that it can ragdoll other players where they don't have access to their interaction menu. I'll leave a link to that video in the description if this is the first time you have this weapon, and of course you want to be using it going forward in its most effective capacity. You should probably check out that video. Once again, I will leave a link to it in the description. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. That right there is the small differences between the version of the Up-N-Atomizer that you can buy today and the versions that you could have gotten over the last 10 days and over the Christmas festive surprise season in GTA Online. But anyways, that's all the info that I've got for you guys in this one today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.